Hey friends, it's me, Allie. Welcome back to the Cosmic Blessings podcast. I wanted to come on here because I have yet again come across another moment where I have learned another cosmic blessing. So I'm on my entrepreneurial journey, and part of that is that I'm part of this container called Radical Magic, and it's full of other amazing people just doing incredible things, all people who want to do better in the world, who want to help other people. And I joined that group in January, and I can't tell y'all the the growth that I've experienced by being in the same room. I mean, these are people all over the world, so we meet in a Zoom room, and it's just been so amazing. And I feel like I've really leveled up in so many ways just being in the same room as some of those people. Oh my gosh, I'm like out of breath from walking. So sorry. This may be like the worst recording ever, but anyways, so when I joined, part of what they're offering is to help with the business, and we have weekly meetings, and, we come up with a plan of how I'm going to take all of the things that I know, all of the skills I have, all of the things I'm interested in, and put it together so that I can put out things into the world that can help other people. And so one of the things that I'm creating is this 30-day journaling prompt challenge, where you get emails from me every day with a journal prompt, and they all are based around these different pillars that all come down to you tapping into that unlimited creativity, as well as just getting a better understanding of yourself and getting you in touch with your soul. So that's what I'm working on, and it's coming together, and it will be out very soon. And so another part of that, I'm also going to be writing chapters in 3 different books this year. And the book series is all about, it's the Creative Life book series, and that's what there's different books under those categories. And yeah, so there's 3 of them that I'm going to be writing a chapter in. And another part of this is that we have these nervous system regulation classes that we have like every other week. And I don't know if you know anything about somatic work. It's kind of like a therapy where you feel the emotions and you let them move through your body, and you just sit in the role of the observer, and it helps you. There's different ways to go about facilitating this, but it's just a way to separate yourself from your patterns, your wounds, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just know it works. I just know that I've had huge breakthroughs going through each of these sessions. And even if I'm not like the person that's, being walked through the process, just seeing how it unfolds for other people I can see it unfolding in my own life, if that makes any sense. So anyways, that's what's going on with me inside Radical Magic, and I've met so many wonderful people, and I was on a podcast with my friend Amber. She does the Creative Possibility podcast, and she's amazing too. I'm like, wow, I'm so happy that I have a friend that's like a therapist and also a creative artist. Like, how cool. And then there's other people in the group. Oh my gosh, I could just go on about them. Let me save that for another episode, and I'll shout out every single person because everybody's amazing. So going back to the somatic work, I was on YouTube one day, and there was another Jess popped up into my life, and she was hosting a masterclass, and so I signed up for it, and wow, did I have huge breakthroughs after doing those 3 days with her. She does the sessions a little bit different than the sessions I was doing with Radical Magic. But yeah, no, I just like really dug in deep and met with like inner child and healed some wounds and released some patterns, and just the more I do it, the more like I can just see it in myself, and I'm uncovering more and more layers to myself and how I move through the world and how I do things in my business. And so, yeah, she had another 3-day course program, and I signed up for that too. And again, more breakthroughs, and I just really love how she embodies the work, and she just explains it in this way that it just makes sense to me. And basically what it all comes down to is that it doesn't matter if you have like $0 or $1 million in your bank account if your nervous system is messed up. If your nervous system is so fried, it doesn't matter. You can have all the money in the world and it's not going to mean anything to you, because you're going to feel like you are still lacking, that you constantly need to have to do something for whatever reason. And so those are part of like the patterns that I'm talking about that we end up seeing and then releasing through different types of processes. And so today I had a call with her, and she was telling me, she asked me questions about my business, and she was really assessing how she could help me out. And yeah, it was a great conversation, and I knew I was going to work with her. And because I've been writing it down, I've been manifesting, like, yes, I am going to work with her. I'm going to work with her. And when it came time to do the payment, I was not able to make the full payment, but she talked me through like, hey, here's some other options, and so I'm like, this is it. This is the kind of thing that I get stuck on in my life. When it comes to making big purchases, like I hesitate, especially when it comes to investing in myself. And so she stayed on the call longer. She totally offered to help support me, and talk me through it. And so we talked a little bit more, and I knew, I was like, I need to do this, because if I look at it from the lens of being in the identity of the 6-figure CEO who is fully funded and fully resourced, and money flows easily to me, and this investment in myself is just flowing money in a way, I'm letting money flow to somebody else, knowing that investment will come back to me. And when I'm in that zone of like, yes, I see all of the possibilities. I know I may not see it in my 3D reality, but that doesn't mean that money is not there for me. That does not mean I'm in lack. It just means I don't see it right now. And what I know to be true about manifesting is that it doesn't show up right away. There is a slight lag, and that's okay. If I keep showing up in the energy and frequency of I am this 6-figure CEO, I am fully funded, and money flows easily to me, then I know the solutions will come up. And I have to be in this place, this higher frequency, because I have to be able to know when to receive. And that, I feel, is another one of the blocks that I've had, is that I've had resistance to receiving, and that is also stopping me from making money in my business. And so working through this process of even saying yes to working with this coach, with Jess, even going through that, I have healed a small part of myself. I said yes to myself. And I had multiple instances in the past few weeks where I've come up against those things and I said no, even though I wanted to say yes, even though I knew saying yes meant I was investing in myself. And I couldn't do it. And maybe it's because Mercury is not in retrograde anymore and Venus is about to go direct. I don't know. But today I was like, you know what? No, I have a choice. I can choose to continue to feel like I live in lack and let my actions show that, so that the universe can continue giving me more of that. Or I can choose something different. And that's where I am right now, is no matter what it takes, I'm doing things different. Yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable, but I have the tools that I need. I have the support that I need, that I can get through it. And one of those ways I'm proving that, I'm showing the universe, yes, that is the kind of person I am, is by saying yes and signing up and working with Jess. So just like I said yes to myself when I signed up for Radical Magic, and for me that was a pretty big jump, and I'm getting so much out of it. This is just another one of those resources that me, as the 6-figure CEO, business owner, says yes to without a question, because I can't do it on my own. I've tried to do that shit for so long and it just doesn't work. So yeah. So anyways, that is my cosmic blessing for today. And I will talk to y'all later.